No matter where you are, believe me, it is an absolute blinder today. We've got Austin Hopkins joining us, coming out of Illinois, and believe me, I'm looking forward to catching up with our good friend. I think it was back in October, the last time we caught up, and believe me, he's been making a sensation here at Galaxy ever since. He really, really has. So we're going to throw it up straight away, and by the way, for everybody that are first-time viewers of this, welcome along. Nice to have you on board. It really, really is. And I must remind you, yeah, why not do this? Sub-thumb bell. You know, sub-thumb bell? Absolutely. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Austin Hopkins joining us today. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy. And believe me, it is getting louder and louder and louder exponentially every day. It really, really is. And thummy thing, you know what to do with that. Get epileptic with it. Go on. Show us you like us. In fact, go throw some hearts in there as well. In the meantime, the song that really, really is making an absolute blitz here at Galaxy is Austin Hopkins' Crush. You're here at Galaxy. Good morning.
New music. Now, big tunes keep coming. Please welcome.
Hey, I'm Austin Hopkins, and you can hear me on
Galaxy FM.
You can never call you see. Stop shaking everything.
Honestly, my friend, they love that.
I love it. That's awesome. That's so cool to hear that.
It's my favourite song of his, I think.
It's Barbara's favourite song
Yeah.
of yours too, by the way.
I like the new one though.
Oh, you like the new one as
but
well?
I like that, yeah.
Gotcha. Matt Bayliss is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Matt. It really is. Eddie Baldwin, Dwayne Watson. Hello, brother man. Gosh, it's been a dog's age. Where the hell have you been? Get in touch with us, will you? And if you've got new music, throw it Barbara's way, please. We would love to catch
And
up in the
Kerry.
near future. And Kerry Herrick is watching as well. Love to Donna. Absolute love to Donna. Marion Pedersen's in there as well. Nice to have you on board, Marion. Today we're talking to Austin Hopkins. We initially met Austin way back in October, and believe me, big things have been happening ever since, including a brand new song from Austin that we're going to be releasing very, very shortly. But welcome back to Galaxy, Austin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate this.
Well, believe me, we'll be going live very, very shortly. Somebody just emailed you. Apparently, Barbara.
Oh, nice, thank you.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, always nice to have an email.
Amongst all the emails.
Oh, believe me.
I'm popular.
Johnson, you know Johnson & Johnson, don't you? The
Of course.
Yep, okay. They, for some reason, won't return my emails, my calls, my texts, in it. I've been blacklisted by Johnson & Johnson. Can you believe that?
What'd you do?
I just simply asked how many babies goes in a bottle. I reckon about 3 fat ones reduced down.
Yeah.
Ben Barbashin is joining us as well. I hope I got that name right. I really do. Gosh, there's some interesting names that come up on this job.
Everyone.
It really, really is. Let's go live to the desk, my friend. And by the way, I'm really, really liking the background again. Same place.
Thank you.
Yeah, it always catches my imagination, those lights. It does.
I use it for TikTok, so it's like I gotta have that distraction in the background there.
Fair enough.
Can't believe it, keep on falling for me, yeah. Can't believe it, keep on falling for me, yeah. Just a little crush. Just a little crush.
107
That's right, you're right, here we go. So you're 107 FM, and today, believe me, absolutely elated to catch up with our very, very good friend of ours. Yes, Austin Hopkins, coming out of Illinois, is joining us. Welcome back, Austin.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is an absolute pleasure, my friend. It really, really is. And I've got to let you know the Crush is just doing that. It's crushing it here at Galaxy. We can't stop playing it. People keep requesting it.
That's awesome. Keep requesting it, guys. Keep requesting.
Absolutely, absolutely. I see Dan Washburn's joining us. Nice to have you on board, Dan. I'm loving the new work from you as well. Tony Ramos is in there, Franco Nucci's in there, and Joe Levy. Now, Joe, I think you're doing a little background work to find out just what goes on in these interviews, because I know that you're coming up in the near future. Love your work, I really do. Now, having said that, Austin, we better fill everybody in about this. Tell us, what is the meaning behind Crush? Tell us about the lyrics.
The song kind of came to me, as I was telling you last time, the song came to me, a friend of mine was telling me how she had a crush on her boyfriend's best friend, and I'm like, I think there might be a song here, and so, just kind of came to me, you start strumming along, and then the lyrics just kind of flow from there.
Absolutely, and it is really, really making a huge impact here at Galaxy, and we just haven't stopped playing it since way back last year. It is just fantastic to have. When I heard that you had a brand new one out, I went, this is going to be fantastic as well. Winner back. So we're going to release it around the world globally for Galaxy this morning, but we have been playing it for a little while now. Tell me about this.
Winner back, I don't know. It's just, again, sometimes you just get behind the guitar and then you just start thinking about lyrics and you start thinking about situations and everything. And this idea of that I think happens to almost every guy and maybe girl in that aspect as well. And it's just like, you're thinking, all right, this girl just broke up with you for, in your mind, no reason, something. And you want to win her back. You got to do something to win her back. And so this is kind of, it's not a serious song. It's a kind of one of a goofy song that I like to say. Everybody has, their kind of their a goofy song, and that's why I kind of rank this one. It's nothing serious or anything like that, because you listen to the lyrics and you're kind of like, well, that's not going to really win her back. But
I get it, I really do. Got to be honest with you too, I've actually been playing it in my car when I'm coming to work and going home at night, so getting very, very familiar with it. Just before we play it, Austin, I do have to ask you, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? I know we've asked this before, but are you on Facebook, are you on Twitter, are you on Instagram, are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
You can find out everything, all my socials at austinhopkinsmusic.com. Most of my socials are at Austin Hopkins Music, Facebook, Instagram. TikTok's where it's at. I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of posting on TikTok. I go live and do song requests on TikTok all the time.
So what about merch? Do you have a merch store as well? Are you on the interwebby thing?
Yeah, on my website, austinhopkinsmusic.com, there is a link for my merch. I don't have a lot. I got to go and update it. I don't have a lot. It's one of those print to order type things. I got to come in, but I think it's time I kind of do a little logo redesign and get some new stuff out there.
Well, you'll have to put all of that literally on the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook. Believe me, a huge amount of people go and have a look in there. So you never know, you might actually sell a koozie, a t-shirt, a cap, maybe a guitar pick, if I'm lucky. Anyway, here, releasing around the world this morning, very, very privileged to do so, is Austin Hopkins coming out of Illinois, and Win Her Back. Damn, it's hot in here. Really is. Anita's joining us. Hello, Anita. Nice to have you on board. It really, really is. Believe me, loving your new work. Looking forward to doing the interview with you in the very, very near future. Really, really am. JD on Cats joining us. Hello, brother man. Believe me, it's nice to have you on board as well. Really, really is. So, when I walked in, Barbara was telling me that you're in a kind of a sophisticated field of a job. Are you working as a counsellor for the council?
No, not necessarily for a council. So in America, we really love our elected officials and units of government. We have so many different layers of government, and so one of them is a township. In Illinois, our counties are broke up into townships, which deal with more of social issues and welfare and things like that, general assistance. And so I work for an organization that helps support those elected officials with education and legislation and stuff. Part-time job, and then the other part-time job is massage therapist, and then the other job's music.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, I like the last one first, to be honest with you.
I do too. I wish I could make it's, doesn't pay all the bills yet.
I deal with councils and mayors and politicians on a daily basis, I really do. So music to me is the way to go, it really is. Gosh, we've got a few people here, we really, really do. Anita says hi and gives kisses. That must be for you, Barbara. George Prophet's joining us. Nice to have you back, George. Cheryl Schofield's on board. Loving the work coming out of Cattevello Entertainments. Love that word. Oh yeah, it's almost Italian. You get that Italian feel to that name, Cattevello. It's sort of. I'm not giving it a hard time either, by the way. Brian Wayne Perry is joining us. Hello, brother man. Nice to have you on board. Wolf Milestone's on there. And Paul Harkins from the Heartland Roots Band coming out of Leicester in the UK. I'm going to run out of time by the time we get through all of these. Dale Cole's in there as well. Nice to have everybody. It really is. How many countries are logged in this morning?
168.
Not bad. 168 countries are logged in right now.
Oh, awesome.
Let's go live. We're going to wrap it up, but as you know, don't go anywhere, bro. We're going to do some photos and stuff.
Wow. Awesome.
That was a little delayed, I've got to be honest with you, and believe me, absolutely loving winner back here at Galaxy. Of course, Austin is joining us right now. Barbara, Brian Wayne Perry says, love you, Barbara Harkins and Grant. Thanks, Brian, come on, please. Glenn Peters is watching. Anita goes, wow. Samantha Sheldon Eubanks is watching as well. Believe me, absolutely a pleasure to have everybody on board this morning. It really, really is. Now, Austin, I've got to ask you, with your busy schedule that you're putting everything into, and as I said to you, your last choice, music, is my first choice. So I've got to ask you, anything new coming?
Yes, actually, I will be having some new music coming out in the next, hopefully the next month or so. And I'm going to do something a little different with this release. All my other releases, I put it out there and I say, here's the pre-save, go pre-save it, do this. I'm not doing that for this release. It's going to be a silent release, so you got to be following me on Spotify or Apple Music or my social media, because once it drops, only the people that are following those things are going to know.
So does that mean to say we're going to get a copy? You're going to come back for another interview again?
Yes, I'll send you a copy. This one, this next song, it's called Walk Away, and I've had a lot of people say this is going to be one of my best.
Now I'm very, very excited. I mean, Crush going through the roof. Win Her Back is on its way up the ladder. Believe me, it really, really is. It's hitting our breakfast show quite a lot just recently. And if you're saying that Walk Away is better than those, wow, I'm very, very impressed.
I'm pretty sure it will be, and it's a pretty powerful song, and it's just one of those that if you've been in a relationship and it was quite serious, it's going to pull on your heartstrings there.
Love it, absolutely love it. Don't go anywhere just yet. Of course, you know what's coming up next, and of course you're going to become a cartoon again. Sorry about that, but you are. In the meantime, folks, please join me just after 11:15 a.m. New Zealand Standard Time. We're heading to Ireland. Yeah, we're going to be catching up with a young man by the name of Ben Real. I think he sounds very, very much like Roy Orbison. Make up your own mind. Join me then. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me, Austin. It is an absolute pleasure. Looking forward to catching up again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Can't wait to be back.
All right. But in the meantime, folks, check this out.
Galaxy